Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be customizing the Grotti Cheetah in Grand Theft Auto Online. This car is available this week only in online. Other than that, it is a removed car, so if you're watching this in the future, more than like 3 days after this video comes out, unfortunately you probably won't be able to buy the car, which is pretty sad, unless of course it's added back into the game. This is an OG supercar from 2013. It is actually a favorite vehicle of mine, honestly, so I figured it was a good time to customize it today. Let's go ahead and start off with the armor. We're going to go all the way up on that. For the brakes, we're going to go all the way up on those, even though brakes really don't do very much. But still, we're going to go ahead and do that. We will put the max engine on it as well. Now for the exhaust, we do have a few different options here. To start with, we have these two like kind of big exhausts. They're just vertical instead of horizontal. They look like they should be horizontal, but yeah. Then we also have the triple exit exhaust. And then we also have the dual exit exhaust, so two dual exits there, or there is the race exhaust as well. Now I do have to say I do like the placement of the license plate a lot better down here. However, I don't like the exhausts being up in this grill right here, because I just don't think it looks that good. And I do really like the triple exit exhaust. I think it is the best looking exhaust for this car. I think it kind of fits with the rest of the vehicle. It's kind of a wild sort of look to it. So I feel like the triple exit is kind of the one to go for, but at the same time, I don't like the plate placement. But you know what? I think we're just going to have to deal with it. We're going to go triple exit today because I really don't see another choice, honestly. So we're going to go xenon for the headlights for sure. And then we will actually add a neon kit onto the vehicle just with no color to it. It's just going to be white neon because I don't really want to go crazy with it. For the plate, not sure what I want to do today. I'm almost feeling like going blue on white 3 or the SA exempt plate. We're going to go for that one today, just for something new and different. For the color of the vehicle, we could do my crew color. Honestly, I don't hate it on this vehicle, but at the same time, I feel like there's something else we could do with it that would be kind of cool. Something that I would be really interested in seeing is like an olive green on this car, because I really like olive green. I think it's a great color. I think it's very underused in GTA. And I think that it would fit really nicely on this thing. I have to say, I do like it in orange. I think there's a campaign mission, if I'm not mistaken, where you have an orange Grotti Cheetah, but I could be wrong on that. It looks really good in yellow. I have another Grotti Cheetah in either yellow or race yellow, and it looks really good. We also have the dark green. Honestly, the dark green, I don't mind it. I really don't mind it. Olive green does look really, really sick. That is tempting. That is very tempting, I won't lie. We got the lime green as well. We have some darker blues. I feel like those would look really good on this. I also feel like an ultra blue would look pretty cool on the Cheetah, and of course it does. What about like a brown of some sort? What about like a bleached brown? That does look pretty good as well. The purples, they're like okay, you know, they're not too special, I don't think. Cream looks good. White actually does look really good on this car as well. It kind of reminds me of the Pagani Zonda Cinque. I think that's a really cool look. This car generally reminds me of a Zonda a lot for some reason. Not really entirely sure why. I guess it's sort of the shaping of the car. I can kind of see a bit of the Zonda in it for sure. I do think that the olive green looks really unique, so I think I'm going to go for that. But for the pearlescent, I want to do a gold, just to kind of brighten up the color a little bit, because I do think it is quite dark, and I think the gold will kind of bring a nice little shine to it. I really like how that's turned out. Now for the interior color, which is the secondary color, basically it does all the trim pieces here, so could do that in maybe a olive green as well. Or we could do it in a different color. What if we did it in like maybe what about a yellow? What about a yellow? Like a race yellow or something like that? It's a very small detail. Let's do a bit of yellow on there. Why not? So kind of like that. For the spoilers, now my favorite spoiler option is the high level spoiler, and I really do think it is the only good looking one here. We also have the carbon wing, which it's okay, but it just kind of looks weird having two wings there that like are basically the same sort of shape. And then of course we got the GT wing as well. But I think the high level spoiler looks so damn good, so we're gonna go for the high level spoiler today for sure. For the suspension, I am gonna lower it down. How far do I want to lower it? All the way? Yeah, I think I gotta go all the way, unfortunately. I would have liked to do it a little bit higher, but something just doesn't quite look right. Race transmission though, we will go for that. Turbo tuning as well, let's go ahead and throw that on. Now, this car is the reason that we have cheetahs in the game. That's the reason that the cheetahs are called the cheetahs, is because they come off of the Grotti Cheetah. Now, we could go for some carbon Rs because it does have a lot of carbon on this car, so that is always a possibility. However, there are quite a few good-looking rims in the game now that I probably have never seen on a Grotti Cheetah before, so I'm kind of tempted to take a little bit of a look around. I kind of want to try out the street category and just see if there's anything in here that's kind of, you know, good looking or that fits. The Truffade concaves kind of aren't too bad. The Hyper Fresh actually are really sick looking on this car. I feel like they fit very well. What else do we have? The Sugoi concaves, those also are not bad. The Mercy concave, of course. What about in the track category? Is there anything in here that would kind of work? I feel like the high fives work really nicely, and I think, yeah, the Super Luxes also do as well. I might go high fives today, just to do something a little bit different. And then for the color, I kind of almost don't want to go for a black. I kind of want to do something a little bit different. Maybe like a stone silver or maybe a bronze. I do typically go with bronze or gold for my cars that I do in olive green. Maybe we do gold because we did a gold pearlescent. I know this is not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but I kind of like it. I kind of think that looks good. Let's do bulletproof tires, and then for the windows, let's tint out the windows. It's kind of weird because with limo tint on this car, this back piece here that goes over the engine almost looks like it's like not glass, which is kind of funny. But I think I almost want to go light smoke today. I think I'm going to. Imagine that. HarmNone going for light smoke. Let's do it. I'm pretty happy with how this has come out. Let's take it outside and let's do a sound test as well as a full review on the car. I'm really happy with how this turned out. The gold pearlescent on the olive green looks amazing. With the gold wheels, even better. Let's take a listen quickly. Overall, it sounds like decent. It's not bad. Could be better, could be a lot worse. It's pretty good for being a car from 2013, I have to say. Although for that time frame, it is extremely basic because pretty much I think every single supercar in the entire game had this exact same sound effect, or damn near. So, you know, it could be better, could be a lot worse. Yeah, I'll go with that. The Cheetah is actually a pretty awesome car. Now, it's definitely not going to win you any races. It's not that fast, but it's a good car to have fun with in online. Like, you can drive this thing around and hammer it around corners. There's that saying that it's more fun to drive a slow car fast than a fast car slow. And I think that's the case with the Cheetah. This thing is super fun, and you can really go through all the gears in this car and you're still not going to top it out, unless obviously you're just cruising down the highway. But in corners like this and stuff like that, I think this car is super fun to drive, and I think it's definitely a cool experience. And if you guys are looking at getting this car this week while it's on sale, I would 100% recommend it. It goes for $390,000, which is a steal this week. I mean, it used to go for $650,000, which, like, that was always a steal as well, for, you know, how much of a fun car you're getting. Obviously, like I said, performance wise, it's not going to win you any races. It's not that fast of a supercar, but just generally it is such a cool vehicle, and I don't know. I think that it's definitely one that people should own in GTA. I think it's a very underappreciated car, and I feel like it always has been. And I would love to see some people driving Grotti Cheetahs around. That would be really cool to see, honestly. So, yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about the Cheetah. I will say right now that I am personally biased towards this car. I do like it for some reason. I'm not really 100% sure why. I mean, other than that, it's just a pretty decent car, and I really like the spoiler option for it. But I would say honestly, as unbiased as I can be, I think it is a fun car to drive, and for the price that it's going for right now, I don't think you can really go wrong with picking one up. So for that reason, I would recommend getting a Grotti Cheetah this week while it is on sale and while it is available in the game. Anyway guys, that's pretty much all I have to say about the Grotti Cheetah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, a like is of course appreciated. If not, dislike. Subscribe to my channel if you guys are new, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.